What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about one of the main reasons why I do tend to blame God or the universe or a higher power on why they're responsible for this world being so evil and corrupted, and for a lot of people to be very traumatized and narcissistic and sad and upset. Is because throughout human history, well, first off, we don't have the information, we don't have the knowledge, we don't know why the world is the way it is. Yes, there's information out there, people ruling over the land, and then they're connected and tied down to corrupt blood, to like certain bloodlines, to where all these people are corrupt and they're greedy and they want something because their agenda is to rule over this world, take control because they can't evolve spiritually. It's basically like that, pretty much. But obviously, there's more reasons behind it. The economy, it all comes down to greed and selfishness and control, pretty much. But from a spiritual reason, there's also negative energies at play a role, in my opinion, like the devil, demonic entities, demons. They play a role because this realm is a duality, so there's good and bad, there's good and evil. And there's certain free wills that God, the universe, that allows to happen. So, but without a doubt, I view the human experience, I view this reality as hell. I do view it as hell, even though there are good parts, but I view it as hell because animals, they kill each other relentlessly. There's so many ways a human being could die. There's human beings get attacked. The human body is so fragile. It's easy for you to suffer. It's easy for you to go through a lot of pain. But not only that, but we are all enslaved into this world to where we're forced to do things we really don't want to do, but we're forced to do it. We have to do it because the nature of this reality is just everything is restricted, everything is corrupted. That's why a lot of people are miserable. That's why there's a lot of generational trauma. There's a lot of generational curses. There's a lot of money restrictions. There's always like a group of people or a certain person that always wants greed and control, and that fucks everyone up pretty much. So that's why I view this reality, I view this world as hell. It does seem like hell because there's a lot of suffering, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of confusion, and there's a lot of corruption that goes on, that takes place. Not just like for temporary, but like this has been ongoing since human history. There's always wars and battles. There's only been the history of like violence. There's a lot of evil shit. And then even today's world, they're still going through wars and battles. But like a lot of people, they don't want to work, but they have to work because if they don't work, then they're not able to take care of their families and able to take care of themselves. And not only that, but most of these jobs, they don't even pay as much for us to even live, to maintain resources. You know what I'm saying? So that creates a lot of stress and trauma. So you have to overwork yourself so you're not really living life. Like if it was easy, a lot of people would live life, a lot of people would enjoy their life. But no, the reality is the fact that the economy sucks and the society sucks and the road sucks. So people are forced to do things they don't want to do, but they have to do it in order for them to survive. Does that sound like heaven or like a good place? No, I don't want to reincarnate into this situation because it wastes your time. Yes, and I do have it better compared to certain people and vice versa, but like there's worse shit going on in third world countries and other people. So would I want to reincarnate and experience all this again after I pass away? Hell the fuck I know. I don't. And not only that, but then like there's like it's hell. That's the definition of the hell. Your free will is being controlled. You always feel pain and suffering. A lot of people go through pain and suffering. Everything is restricted and corrupted. And even if things were free, things will still be chaotic because people don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? There's no divine order. There's no divine justice. There's only man-made order and man-made justice. It's not really justice, more so greed and control. Look at the society we're living. Look at the world we're living. Look how unfair it is. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about man-made control and shit like that. So there's no real divine justice. There's no real divine orchestration. There's no divine order. My definition of divine order, divine justice, when we're living life at a righteous way, we're all free, but there's also safety, so that people aren't like fucking doing shit behind closed doors that's harming people and shit like that. That's what I'm trying to get at. But apparently, God, the universe, in my opinion, they don't do shit because throughout human history, I'm more so of a like, if there's no results, there's no answers, then it doesn't matter what you say or how you say it, then there's no real results being at play. You could beat around the bush, you could reason behind it. But at the end of the day, if we're not getting results as a collective, that's a problem. A lot of spiritualists, a lot of people within the spiritual community, they like to paint God give us a good picture, like, oh, God has our back, or our ancestors are watching over us, or you're spiritually protected by our ancestors, or God or the universe, they have your back. You know, we all have a plan. Everything happens for a reason. That's bullshit, because in reality, we're all suffering. We're all not living life to our fullest, and we're all upset, and we're all becoming traumatized. And a lot of people become narcissistic. There's a lot of evil and greed and wars and battles and dead bodies being at play because of this, because of them, of lack of order and structure that's being played within this fucking world. But people don't see that shit. So yeah, so that's the reason why I blame God and the universe for a lot of things. When people talk about generational curses and generational trauma, it happens, and apparently it deals with spiritual warfare. So it deals with demonic entities, it deals with negative energies and shit like that cause narcissism. Apparently narcissism, like when it comes to narcissists and narcissistic people, it ties into demonic possession because of how they treat people, how they all act the same, and they all operate from the same handbook, and how they make people feel, and how skilled they are at manipulating and turning other people against them. That's spiritual warfare. It is some type of demonic possession going on, because humans aren't that evil and wicked like that. You know what I'm saying? But what causes this throughout so many bloodlines and so many families is because of the societies, because of this world we're living in. That's the main issue. But who's the cause of this? Yes, the people in power. But why are people in power are able to get away with all this shit? Because the higher power, because the universe, God, or the devil, or whatever it is. But there's high energies are allowing this shit to happen. The nature of this realm, the nature of this reality is allowing this shit to happen. So this realm, this reality, that's a fucking problem. What happens if a realm and a reality allows retarded ass people to rule over, not even rule over, but to be in this reality? Bad shit like what we're experiencing right now happens, and throughout human history: enslavement, wars and battles, and violence and bloodshed, money, corruption, greed. All this bullshit happens pretty much. So, and then you got fucking time speeding. Them days are going by a lot faster for no fucking reason, because people are saying, "Oh, the Earth is ascending, people are becoming more spiritually awake." Yeah, that's not really doing shit. If anything, is making this society worse, because since the society is not collapsing, the money system is not collapsing, the road's still ongoing. So now people have less time for themselves. People have less time to spend time with their families, because the time is accelerating extremely fucking fast, and now people are becoming more stressed out. You know what I'm saying? So you got all this bullshit happening. So that's all I gotta say. That's not I could go on and on, but I don't want to go on and on for this. But that's one reason why I blame God in the universe, because they allow a lot of world corruption to happen. They allow a lot of demonic and spiritual attacks to happen. They allow a lot of people to be traumatized, a lot of enslavement, wars and battles, money corruption, money restriction, enslavement, misery, and shit like that. Confusion, lack of knowledge, lack of information, lack of human history that takes place on what caused all this bullshit to happen. So that's the reason why I blame the creator for damn near everything, because it is their fault. So that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Peace.